your mutual fund just dropped from 5 star to 3 star, and first instinct, reading immediately. Before you do that, let me show you what that rating actually means. See, star rating on platforms like Value Research, Morningstar, they are not the report card of your fund. They are relative rating. Your fund is being compared to other funds in the same category. So the drop from 5 star to 3 star doesn't always mean your fund did bad. It might just mean other funds did better recently. And here is something most people don't know. Even the best fund managers in the country, they claim a 50 to 55% success rate on their investment picks, not 80 to 90. 55. So, if the people managing the money can't be right all the time, why would be the rating right all the time? And there's a data on DSP Netra. They studied fund scheme across 8 time periods and 5 categories. Nearly 60 to 80% of top quartile funds over 3 years slipped to lower quartile in the next 3 years. Look at the cells in this data. Those are the 100%, meaning every single fund that was top quartile in that period, everyone slipped in the next period. This is not a one bad period, this is every period across every category for the last decade. The data is telling you something very simple. By the time the fund is 5 star, it has already done its best work. But here is what usually happens. You see 5 star becomes 3, you open the app and hit redeem and feel like you have made the smart move. And then a few years later, the cycle turns. The fund is back because that's how market works. No fund stay at the top forever. Performance rotates, categories rotate, and that's not a warning sign. That's just how it works. You just were not in it anymore. The fund was fine. You just left too early. But here is what makes it worse. Every time you exit a fund and chase the next 5 star fund, you are not just missing the recovery, you are creating a tax liability. Every exit is a taxable event. Year after year, paying tax on gains you did not even need to realize, and then reinvesting into a fund already at its peak rating, buying in at the top of the cycle. Most people don't realize they have been doing this for years. Now, this doesn't mean ignore rating drops completely. There are 3 situations where it's worth paying attention. Situation 1. The fund has changed its strategy or category. If it's investing differently from when you chose it, that's worth a closer look. Now 2 is consistent underperformance. Not one bad quarter or not one bad year. 3 to 4 years of underperforming. It's benchmark and peers. That's a real sign. And third, the fund manager has left because people matters. Sometimes the way a fund invests is deeply tied to one person's thinking. When that person leaves, it's worth checking if anything has changed. So when you see a rating drop, stop and ask one question. Not did the rating fall, but why did it fall? One leads to a panic decision, the other leads to a good one. A rating tells you where a fund has been. It does not tell you where it is going to. If your investment doesn't have a clear goal attached to it, every piece of noise will feel like a reason to act. Ratings will change, your strategy should not. Unless something fundamental has actually changed. The investors who built real wealth over time, they are not the ones chasing the best rated funds. They are the ones who stayed invested through the rating drops, through the cycle shifts, and through the noise. That's the difference. If you are looking at a fund right now and genuinely unsure, ask yourself 3 things. Is the strategy still intact? Is this underperformance a cycle or a pattern? Has anything fundamentally changed? If the answer to all 3 is no, stay invested. And if you want help making that call, drop a comment or reach out us directly.